y'all. Hey, we're back and we are a day early. Welcome to Queens of the Ring with me, Nik J, and my girl, BOXIANA. Listen, we are back again today on a Thursday. Normally we do Fridays, but we on Thursday because somebody got something to do tomorrow. So we here Thursday because we did not want to not do a show whatsoever. So we're here and y'all come on in the room. We see y'all. We see y'all coming through. What's up, Jeff the producer, Jafari Caesar, TZ Frank, Ashy 5'4", Shogun 7'6", Dre's finest, Dre finest. Hey, Joe Townsend, how you doing today? We have Southpaw Boxing. We have Miami, Snoopy 305, Pablo Escobar, DS. What's going on? Anton Porch. We got Healer, the mind body coach. What's up? We have, look at here. Jeff the producer, the Queens. Salute, Jeff. What's up? And who else? We got Boxing and Barbecue, Brent Fox, Spirit, Frank from the Land, TD Rowe, El Chivo, OG Eric and STL. What's up, St. Louis? Stephen L. the Mac. Hey, Phenomenal Mexican, how you doing? Listen, I don't want no hard feelings after Houston beat up on Arizona tonight, okay? I don't want no hard feelings, okay? All right. Who else we got? MXE. Okay, listen, I don't know the Roman numerals and what that mean and all of that, but shout out to you. What's up? We got, wait a minute, I'm sorry. Y'all forgive me. Y'all know this is only our second week of super chats. So let's see. Stephen L. the Mac. Hey, how you doing? Let me go back and do that again. And we have Harvey Johnson. Salute, lovely queens. Thank you, Harvey. Who else we got? We got Writing Yogi. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all tell your people. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Who else? Cypress Hill, Boxing and Barbecue. A condo, Sami Hassan, DS, Smoke 'em. Frank from the Land again. Woo! Now, why you had to go do us like that? 7-8. Salute and congrats, Queens. Mwah, mwah. Thank you. Boxing Gyms. Who else we got? Ben Saucy Boxing. Talib Cunningham. Terrell. Is it Terrell or Terrell Gooseberry? Either way, we thank you for showing up. Okay. Southpaw Boxing 77. What's up? Southpaw Boxing 77. Salute, Queens. Proud of y'all. Thank you. Who else? Let's see. Jay Good. Hey, Queens. What's up, Jay? How you doing? Let's see. Who else we got? Talib Cunningham back up off in here. Hey, my Southern Bells. Frank Martin. Now, that's a real prospect. Yes, he is. We're waiting on Frank, y'all. Come on in the room. Wait until we get a couple of people in the room before we can bring Frank on. It's kind of late here in Texas, so it's like 9:30. So Frank should be joining us shortly. So come on in the room, grab you a seat, get comfortable. We got some other stuff to talk about, but we are certainly waiting on Frank. Let's see who else we have. Stephen L. the Mac made me feel special. Oh, look at you. Phenomenal Mexican. Okay, no hard feelings for that, but if Mexico loses to the U.S. in this game, I'm switching sides to the Cinnabon side. Phenomenal Mexican. Don't start that foolishness. BOXIANA does not need any help, okay? Don't you start that. Okay, let's see. Who else we got? Let's see. Jackie, how you doing? Starting out that mess the other day. I remember, Jackie. I remember you in the chat the other day. How you doing? We got D21519. And let's see. I think I got somebody else coming through here. Let's see who is this. Y'all, it looks like my stream is a little bit behind. It looks like we have Miss Linda Johnson in the house. Okay, so I can't hear you, BOXIANA. You on?
Yeah, I'm just muted.
Okay.
You know, I be loud over here when you be shouting people out. My A's be ringing through the house. I had to mute myself.
Woo! Okay, so listen, y'all. We'll get into a little bit of boxing talk. You know, it's always daily hot news every day. So we got a couple of things we're gonna discuss before we bring Frank on in. Boxiana, you know, I love for you to share Twitter tea with the folks. What has been circling on the Twitter here lately?
Apparently, young Budrick then signed him a 2-fight deal with PBC. Very, very surprising. Oh, shout out to Chicken Talk, because Bomac was on Chicken Talk day before yesterday, and he said that Bud was coming back in the summers.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Did
but
go ahead.
He didn't drop no exact date. He just said Budrick's return is in the summer. I like that. Budrick's return.
Budrick's return. Jay Good, you know we love Budrick. You know we love Budrick. So very interesting. So if Budrick returns in the summertime, and this is just me putting puzzle pieces together like I do. Budrick returns in the summertime. He's coming back allegedly on a 2-fight deal with PBC, hopefully. If and when our guy wins on April 16th, does this not set up the fight we've all been waiting for?
I mean, it most definitely should. If it shouldn't, I mean, who the hell else could he be fighting from PBC at 147? So, I mean, 2 fights. I'll give him Keith Thurman if that's the case.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. That was my next question. So
I'll give him that if that's the case. I'll give him Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman wants that fight. If that gets us to Spence, fuck it. Let's take it. I'll go for it. Let's see it. Yay, hooray. All that shit. If it gets us what we need, Budrick can fight Musty and be done.
Okay, well, I wasn't gonna call the man Musty and whatnot, because we want him to fight Boxiana. We don't want to hurt his feelings. You know, he kind of, you know,
his feelings is hurt anyway.
Yeah,
his feelings is hurt anyway.
Well, yeah, they are. Well, I think that's awesome news. I'm very excited to hear that. I am hoping that all of this is true. Y'all know this is all alleged because no contracts have been signed. And speaking of contracts, there was another little rumbling in the Twitter world about somebody else's contract coming to an end. What'd you hear about that, Boxiana?
Well, young Javante Davis has been saying a whole lot of slandering words towards Mayweather Promotions, and apparently his contract has come to an end per him. Per himself through Mayweather. So, which is very, very, very surprising. Which is saying now he's saying Rolly's a bum. They're making him fight Rolly the bum.
Well, okay, we're gonna hold that thought. And you guys, we have our guy. He's here, the ghost. We have Frank Martin in the house, y'all. I hope you got your popcorn ready. Hey, Frank.
Hey,
what's
Frank.
going on, ladies? What's going on? How y'all doing? I'm good. How y'all doing?
Excellent. Glad to have you. Thanks for coming.
No problem. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Absolutely. We love up and coming talented folks. You right on the brink. We can't wait. So, Frank, are you in camp right now?
Yeah.
You got some secrets to tell us. We like to see. Tell us. You gonna tell us the secrets?
It's some I can't even speak on. I'm gonna keep it low.
Okay. So we don't know who the next opponent is?
No, I know who it is, but I don't want to announce it just yet. But once it's announced,
how much damage do you see yourself doing if that's the case? You see yourself doing a lot of damage since you know who it is already?
Yeah, I do. It's a step up fight for sure. You know what I mean? Like far as where I'm at in my record, far as in my career, early in my career. So it's a step up fight for sure. Everybody gonna be like, that's early. They might say as early as I don't know. I'm gonna be ready though.
You're gonna be ready. That's all that matters. You're gonna be ready. Let's talk about your last fight. Your last fight was the first time I really got a chance to look at you and you know, kind of assess what you got going on over there. And I was like, okay, Frank, okay. So listen, Frank, how did you end up in Dallas in Derek James's gym? How did you end up there?
I got a cousin who played for the Dallas Cowboys. His name was Jalen Smith.
Okay.
And we was just talking one night, and he was just basically like, who, if you was to get with anybody, you know, like far as training and all of that, who would it be? And I'm like, man, I'd like to work with Earl and Derek James or whatever. So he made a call, he made a couple calls, and then we had a sit down with Derek, and that's what kind of like finalized everything, like with me training with Derek and making a move and all of that stuff. That's what kind of finalized that sit down. But before I even had started training with him, I had been to the gym and I met like Derek's brother and stuff like that. Before I had moved to Texas, I had been to the gym a couple times, just training in the gym and stuff. But when I was coming, Derek never like trained with me, but he was always watching and giving me tips.
How you like Dallas?
It's lit. I love Dallas. It's smooth.
Excellent. I'm a Dallas girl. That's why I'm asking.
Okay.
Look, we all Texas, Dallas.
Yeah, we
Okay,
all
okay.
Texas all day over here. Yeah, but I'm a Dallas girl. So glad to have you in the city. BOXIANA, what you got?
Yeah, so speaking of you being in the city, are you here or are you in Indiana?
No, I'm in Dallas.
Oh, you are in Dallas, like you're here
Yeah.
permanently now?
Yeah,
How
yeah. I
you
moved
feel
here.
like you been out to any spaces since you've been here?
Yeah. I done moved around a little bit.
You chilling the vibe? Cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Speaking of Derek and listening well, we watched the fight of yours that we knew about, but you know what I'm saying? Like we actually went and watched it in depth. You fought Virgil Ortiz in the amateurs. Like how your listening skills are phenomenal. Like I ain't never seen anybody listen to their corner the way that you do. Like, how is that working with you and Derek? I know he likes a good listener. Like, is the feeling there? You know, have you found your person? Have you found your person?
Yeah, for sure. Like the way we train, it's like we understand everything we doing it, why we doing it, when to do it. We just kind of know the way Derek trained. It's like it sets you up to just know if you know everything that's gonna happen or what could happen, and then just like hearing his voice in the corner, like if he telling me to do something a certain way or whatever, it may be stepping off or whatever. You know, I understand. Like I know what he want me to do.
Excellent. Piggybacking off of what BOXIANA asked you, we went back. I went back today and I watched that fight with Virgil Ortiz, and I'm not sure who your trainer was, but he was so vocal, and every time he gave you a command, you executed. That's very difficult to do. I've seen numerous corners yell to their fighters, great instruction, but their fighters just cannot seem to execute in the ring. How difficult is it to execute, especially when you have, well, I don't know about you because you're pretty athletic. You seem to be just gifted athletically, God gifted. So I don't know if you've ever been in the ring with somebody that you felt was better than you, but how hard is it to listen to your corner and execute at the same time? Because I know you think, you know, I can do this, but you still have opposition in the ring. So is it difficult for you to do that sometimes?
I wouldn't say so. You know, I wouldn't say so, but I know one thing, having a good corner, like say if you're in a fight and it is tough, having a good corner that you trust in, you know that they know what they're talking about. Uh, I feel like having a corner like that is good to have.
Right. You
And
trust them, like
I
you
got
said.
that. Oh yeah, I got that.
Excellent. I have a question from the chat. Somebody asked in the chat, what was it that, or how did it come about? We know that you're with Derek James, but how did it come about that you actually signed to Man Down Promotions?
I just felt that was, a good opportunity for me. It was some things that happened. It was some things that happened before I signed, that was big for me. So, I'm like, it's for me, it was an opportunity. It was the opportunities for me. So it's like they blessed me with these opportunities. So it's only right, I signed with these guys.
I love the loyalty aspect of that. I like that, Frank. I like
Hmm.
that. Oxiana, what you got for him?
Come on
Okay,
now,
so
come on, give me some.
Oh, we
yeah,
coming.
I mean, okay, I don't want to be difficult, but at the end of your last fight, your last fight was phenomenal. I don't know how many people tell you that, but like, you really absolutely need to know, like, that shit was beautiful.
Appreciate
I've
it.
never seen a person so young into things, so far advanced. Like, the shit is really crazy. But you made a specific comment about a specific name when you called Devin Haney. Do you
Yeah,
really see yourself with
yeah,
that?
yeah,
You want
yeah, for
that smoke?
sure. For sure. I mean,
Okay,
like
good.
this look, this the thing with me, right? So I feel like you got fighters who good fighters, but like me, I like to challenge myself, so I feel like a lot of these guys ain't even fighting, they ain't even fighting each other. You know what I mean? It ain't even about like you want to get the money, you want to get the belts and all of that. But if you believe in yourself, you know what you could do, like one thing about me, if I say something, I'm going to stand on it. So me calling him out, it wasn't for, no clout, no extra pub. It was like, it was within, it was real because I knew when nobody calling him out. They like everybody dug Devin and this and that, So with me, that call out was a real call out. It wasn't just me just talking about it. Like, I'm about that action.
All right, action. Okay, action. All right now. So we have, let's see who we got. We got Mr. Munn. Hey, Mr. Munn, thank you for coming through. We saw you Dre's finest. We also have, let's see, VJ Harris. What's up, VJ? Hey, ladies, gotta go back to work, but I wanted to drop something on y'all. And you, Boxiana. 3 eyes with the heart face emojis. Okay, all right now, VJ. Let's see. We got FHHG Wellness and Defense. Thank you for coming through. We also have, okay, Acondo, my queens, Nik J and Boxiana. I shout out to the future Frank and a shout out to the future Frank Martin. Stay on them, champ. That's right. Stay on them.
For sure.
Stay on them. Okay, so listen. Boxiana asked you about the call out of Devin.
Mm-hmm.
And you just told us that you're training, you in training camp for a fight that has not yet been announced, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but you did tell us it's a step up fight, so we should be expecting, some sizzle on this. There are a few nice fights to be made at 135, and I know a lot of time with your stablemate, for instance, there's a whole bunch of conflict as far as getting fights made because of promotional outlets and blah blah blah. Well, I know you called out Devin, but there are a few fighters over at the PBC that you're affiliated with that can be absolutely wonderful fights. One that Boxiana alerted me to was a young man who's actually probably, you got, I would say, not necessarily on the same level, but still coming up, not quite contenderish. How would you feel, or how do you feel about Michael Rivera?
He's solid. He a solid fighter. He fundamental. He tried to fight like Ali. I think that'd be a good fight too.
I do too. I like to
That
see
something like that can happen soon, sooner than y'all
that.
think.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
I love this. I love this. Okay, so look, that and I wanted to ask you if there's anything else, and this is completely off the subject, but I did a little research on you, Frank, and you were a wrestler, you played football. What was it about boxing that made you want to completely key in on boxing? Why boxing?
I was just some stuff happened my senior year, and I lost my football and wrestling scholarship. So once that happened, I just kind of like I'm sitting there thinking. I'm thinking to myself. I'm like, what I'm gonna do? I always was like a fighter, always a fighter. So I'm like, what I'm gonna do? I'm talking to myself like that, and I'm like, I'm gonna box. So I'm just like, I'm just boxing. I'm just put everything in it and just see what I come out with. But when I first started, just I wasn't good. I mean, I was a street fighter, you know, but when I started, I just knew I'm an athlete, so I just knew like if I put that time in, I was gonna be able to make something out of it.
It's actually very remarkable for you to have started as late as you did. Most, boxers that are top tier boxers, they're in the gym at 8, 9 years old. And so you got serious about it after high school. This is like
Yeah,
18, 19 years
18,
old.
18.
Yeah, that is remarkable for you to, be where you are right now. We are impressed. I'm just very
Now,
impressed with
you
it.
said something. I want to know something. You said you're a street fighter. You a silver tooth kid?
Huh?
You a silver tooth kid? Like, I need to know the level of person that we dealing with, because we got our normal fighter, and then we got silver tooth child. Are you a normal fighter, or are you a silver tooth child?
Frank,
I'm a normal fighter.
yeah, Frank got nice teeth. He
I'm
had
a
them silver teeth
Just
when he was a
no,
baby.
just because he got nice teeth, that don't mean nothing. You can have inner silver teeth. I just need to make sure you didn't have no inner silver teeth we need to be worried about at a later
Nah,
date. You ain't in there just, being
nah,
all brutal
nah,
to people and stuff.
nah,
No,
nah,
okay.
nah, not at all. I didn't grew up. You know, boxing got me out of that. You know that it didn't I switched the game up.
Mm, good, good. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. So, question: you are preparing for a fight. I
Mhm.
always want to ask fighters, because some people say they don't study the opponent. Some people say they watch film. Which one are you?
I watch film.
Oh,
You
good.
know, I watch film and I like to see what a guy good at, what they ain't good at. You know, and then visualize what I could do. You know, what I could take away, what I could make them do. You know, that they good at. I make somebody do something that they good at, and I'm setting them up the whole time. You know, and then it's a plus that my team, Derek, he looking over film, Reese looking over film, and they come back and they tell me, all right, we gonna work on this, or they do this, and we just kind of go with the game plan. But I do watch film on my own too.
Oh, good. Excellent. Let me read some of these super chats real quick. George Woods. Hello, everyone. Salute to all. The ATL loves the show. Thank you, George. We appreciate you coming through. Also, we have Spurgler Marshall. How much are the fundamentals stressed during training, like punch placement, composure, focus, watching your fights? You were in sync with those things. He's asking you this, Frank. How much are the fundamentals stressed during your training camps?
Like, just what do you mean? Like, far as just being fundamental, or
Yeah, I guess he's asking how much of your training camp is focused on fundamentals like punch placement and composure
every day,
every day.
every
Every
day,
day,
every day,
Spurgler.
every day we train. We try to be focused. We try to be sharp. You're gonna have your off days, but for the most part, we try to be sharp, mentally, physically, and all those areas. So when it's fight time, we able to go out there and perform how we was in the gym.
Okay. Boxiana, you got something for Frank?
So the last fight that you had of Duno, like, did he ever give you any type of challenge? Any? Because you really made that shit like easy work. I had to watch it a few times, like I said, to get the like gist of it, but I think he caught you only like one time. So like, is that where the ghost comes into play because you're so fast?
Uh, I say yeah, but if y'all really watch my fights, if you ever see me get like when I get hit, I always normally if I get hit with a good shot or something, I always end up hurting the guy or I end up stopping them after they hit me with a shot.
What does
But
that
that
activate?
it
Silver
bring
teeth.
it bring that dog out.
Yeah.
It
Silver
bring
teeth.
that
I
dog
was
out. Like,
waiting
let's
for
get
him to come out and just say it. See, we had to bring it out of you. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got silver teeth. You
Yeah.
should have just said that.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's cool though. So you don't mind a fight.
Oh no.
Some boxers that box, but you don't mind a fight every now and again. But this is what I want to know. You seem as if, and we do know. It seems like once you are engaged in a fight, you still have, like he said, the composure and the focus. not to completely just go all in dogfight. You still are very calculated with what you're doing. So kudos to you for that. Now, without telling us who your next fight is, if you had your wish, if somebody said, hey, Frank, you can fight whoever you want to fight at 135. You can fight whoever you want. The next 3 fights are fights of your choice. Who would you want to fight? 3, no particular order, just 3, your next 3 fights.
I say Devin. Let's say Devin. Rolly. Rolly. And like we could say either Tank or Kambosa.
Okay.
Kambosa tough. All those fights tough fights. You know what I mean?
They are.
Kambosa's tough.
They
Kambosa's
are.
tough.
He ain't no slouch. I mean,
a real fighter.
Yeah,
He's a real fighter.
Yeah, I ain't his biggest fan right now because all these shenanigans he pulling, but he can fight. I mean, you can't take that away from the man. He can fight. BOXIANA, you got anything else for him?
I don't know. You said Kambosa, and it just kind of just threw me out of the.
Why that throw you off?
A little bit.
He got the belts. Why that throw you off?
Yeah, I mean, like, he do got the belts, but like, I want you to fight. Them other guys is cool. When you get down to Kambosa's, he good. But I feel like you gonna beat him. Like, I want to see.
I want to see a challenge. I want to see
these dudes. Like, Duno wasn't pressing you enough. Like, he ain't doing enough. So I know you got a fight coming up. I know you gonna smash on him. So I'll make my next judgment then. But like, I want to see you in. Yeah, I want to see.
Who you want to see me in there with?
I would love to see you in there with Devin. I would love to see you in there with Baby Ali. And Baby Ali would be a good fight.
I want to see this. I actually think Kambosos is a better fight than Rolly. I happen to think Rolly is hot garbage, but that's just me. I don't know. That's just me.
He's awkward. He ain't the best technically and all of that. You know, he's just an awkward fighter. I feel like fighting awkward fighters is more difficult than fighting technical fighters. I don't feel like a technical fighter is always the hardest style to fight. You know, and every fighter got certain styles that they good at fighting. I ain't saying now, don't think I can't fight them difficult styles. You know what I mean? I know how to adjust and adapt, but I feel like personally, you know, those awkward styles would be the tougher fights.
No, I can see that because that's not what you see training every day. So I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. We got Jerome King who says, salute to you ladies. Ask the champ who is a fighter he watched a lot growing up and who he looked up to.
I started off with like Roy Jones, Pernell Whitaker, Meldrick Taylor. I was watching Earl, Adrian Broner. Man, it hurt me when AB. I wasn't even fighting really like that. I was fighting, but I was still green. When AB had lost to Maidana. Yeah, that had. Whew. But AB, Tyson. Quite a few fighters.
Okay. Now
Floyd. I can't forget about Floyd.
Right. Okay. So if somebody were to ask you what is your number one attribute or your number one asset as a fighter, would you say defense or offense?
I say both.
You gotta choose, Frank.
Which one? Me to choose one?
Yes.
Damn. I feel like I'm balanced. I feel like we could go with
what do you like?
We can go offense.
Okay. You like offense more.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. BOXIANA, you got anything else for Frank?
I do, because you know everybody want to know. They want to know if you sparred, and I ain't even gotta say, have you sparred him? And they gonna want to know how did you feel fighting him? Like, Well, I guess I gotta ask Errol, how'd you feel fighting Errol?
Nah. We ain't never sparred. We ain't never worked or
You
nothing.
never sparred him yet?
Nah,
Who have you sparred? Have you sparred anybody with some name on them that you had to put some work on?
I done sparred Tank. I done sparred Rolly. I done sparred Blair Cobb. I done sparred.
Stop. Pause.
Hold him up. Now I was gonna stop him when he said Tank. Hold on. You're gonna have to start all the way from the beginning.
When did you spar Blair Cobbs?
That was a while ago. That was like I think I was like either going to the USA's or I was like fresh off leaving the USA team. I think that was in like 16. That was like 2016, like before the National Golden Gloves and all that.
Okay.
Now why you didn't call him and help him? He needed your help this last fight.
He been talking bad about my side. He been talking bad about my side.
That's right.
We ain't fooling with him.
Fool. All of that. He can just go to grass. He can just go to the dirt.
It's just like what I feel like, we fighters at the end of the day. So like just speaking on somebody else and what you may feel that they problems is or whatever you think, like I feel like that's an opinion or whatever you keep to yourself, like you don't go out and say this is what this man is. You don't know, you ain't in camp with him, you ain't around him, you don't know what's going on with him. Like exactly. So it's like I feel like a lot of these dudes be just like they just be talking, they just be like clout chasing.
Right. It's a certain level of professionalism, I believe, that goes with being a boxer, and sometimes folks step all outside and over the lines. And Blair was one of them and suffered the consequences for such foolishness. So yeah, fuck Blair. Yeah, fuck him. So we have Writing Yogi. Salute, beautiful queens. Good to see you tonight. A gift. Where does Frank see himself in 5 years? Frank, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I'm gonna still be fighting. I'm gonna be at a higher weight. I'll probably be at like 5 years from now. I'll probably be at like 147. 5 years from now.
You think you'll go as high up as 147?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So how much longer do you see yourself at 135? Do you want to become champ at 135 and then move up?
Yeah, I want to get belt at 135. I want to get some belts at 135 and then move up to 40. Just work my way up.
Okay. All right. Well, you can do that, youngster. How old are you, Frank?
I'm 27.
Oh yeah, you got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Good question.
I ain't trying to do it too long now.
I know. So I was gonna ask you, how hard is it? Is it hard to make 35? Is it still
not really?
Not really. Okay, good. Very good. Very good. You ain't getting you must ain't been to all the good Texas eateries because it's hard for a sister to keep these pounds off because the food's so good.
Hey, I didn't hit a couple spots, but when it's time to get right, I lock in.
Okay, I love the discipline. Now, she asked, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I want to know after boxing is done, and I know, I'm not trying to, put a pause on your career or anything like that. But I think it's important for boxers, especially young boxers, because boxing is a young man's sport, to have some kind of idea of where they want to go afterwards and what they want to do afterwards. Do you have any idea about what you want to do after boxing?
Yeah. Work on a concrete company. I want to get a concrete company. Okay. That's like that's one of my main things right there, getting a concrete company and, just investing in like, apartments, condos and stuff like that. But the main one is, the concrete. That's the main one.
Okay. So, but wait, do you gonna slab your own stuff? You want to get out there with your boots?
I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to start off. I'm gonna have to know how to do it.
You see what I'm saying? I knew the man before he even started speaking. Silver
T. Know how to do it.
You go camping and stuff. You be outside. You like being outside?
Not really.
Really?
Not really. Yeah, not really.
He's not an outdoorsman. You're a city boy.
You slapping concrete.
I ain't gonna call you city boy. City boy. I ain't gonna call you a city boy. I ain't gonna do that. But he don't like the country. Okay. Y'all got any more questions for Frank? Listen, we really appreciate you coming through. We know
no problem.
and you're in camp, so we're not gonna hold you long.
We ain't gonna hold you. If it was a different day, we keep you here because you fit right on.
Nah, this cool. This cool. This
you
cool right here.
Okay.
Well,
look.
You ain't gotta leave.
I'm gonna give me a run in after this though.
Okay. So listen, normally what we do our show on Friday. And so we will do a weigh-in show. We'll recap the weigh-ins and whatever buzz is going on in the boxing world. And so before you came on, we were talking about again your stablemate and his biggest rival to this point. So there were some rumblings that there might be a 2-fight deal with Terrence Crawford at the PBC. How are you? I mean, we are ready for this fight on the 16th, but how excited are you to see your stablemate back in the ring? It's been a long time coming.
It's been a minute, It's been a minute. It's exciting because he's been working hard and he looking real good. So I'm excited to see, what he go out there and put together because he looking real good.
Looking like he about to do something.
He focused. It's like he tapped in, like he on a whole nother level with his training, mental, all of that. Like he ready.
Okay.
But I think you don't miss the fight that's in front of you. But I think like right now he thinking further than just right now. Like he motivated for this fight, but he motivated for further, fights down the line too.
I got you. All Around Strong LLC says, shout out to Nik BOXIANA in the chat. Frank, how do you approach strength and conditioning? More old school bodyweight training and road work, or do you use modern day functional training with weights?
I do. I normally do like calisthenics, push-ups, pull-ups, a lot of natural weight. I like to do a lot of natural weight. I don't really like to hit weights no more. So I'd say just calisthenics, and I do a lot of road work.
Mm-hmm. You seem to have a natural build about yourself that you don't have to pump a lot of iron to get the muscle mass. Am I reaching when I say that?
No, that's right.
Okay. BOXIANA?
The people are asking about Fortuna. I didn't want to ask about Fortuna because to me, Fortuna ain't no competition. But the people want to know about Fortuna. So we got to ask about Fortuna.
What they want to know about him?
What you want to know about him is what they want to know about him. Do you want to know about him? Yeah, I guess that's what they're asking.
Would you be interested?
See you in Fortuna eventually.
Yeah.
Listen, I feel like Frank ain't turning down no smoke. That's how I feel. Am I accurate in thinking such?
Yeah, you're right. But at the end of the day, too, we got to make sure everything is the right business move.
Correct.
But when it comes to like, if it's time to make something happen and everything makes sense, I'm go.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. BOXIANA, what else you got? What else y'all got, chat? What else y'all got for Frank? We got him here. He said he gonna give us about 5-6 more minutes because he got to go do some road work. What else y'all got for Frank?
Look, I got it. If they don't got it, it's a fight this weekend, isn't it? I'm pretty sure
it's a couple. I think it's some
a couple of fights this weekend.
PBC is either PBC or Showtime.
Goucher and Tim Zoo are fighting.
Tim, who y'all got?
Oh, I got Goucher. I just feel like it's gonna be an interesting fight, but I think Goucher is gonna end up pulling it out. That's what I think.
What you got, Frank?
Honestly, I think I only watched Goucher fight like twice, so I don't really know. I ain't tapped in with them like that.
See, let me just say this. Let me just say I applaud you for that answer because there are several times that boxers or anybody for that matter are asked a question and they just don't have all the info. And instead of just saying, I don't have all the info, I can't call it, they'll lie and say the wrong damn thing and just be looking crazy. And I appreciate that. I say this all the time. Everybody does not need a microphone in their mouth, but I appreciate that answer. Y'all, it's okay to say I don't know. It is really okay to say I don't have the info. I can't give you no answer on that because I don't know. I love that. I appreciate that. I
And
really
you
do.
interview well. Is that just you, just personally, or like you work with somebody to
I
like
just
get you?
natural.
He say it's
That's
natural.
awesome. You
He has
gotta
a
keep
really
that
good
up.
personality.
Don't ever change that. Cause
Right
when
on.
you big shit, like you big shit now, but when you big shit, that's really gonna come into play. And they're gonna speak about that often, how you interview. You are amazing at that. Like, keep that up.
Appreciate that. Appreciate
Nah,
that.
that ain't no thing.
Salute to boxing, BFTV boxing. He says, salute to the queens and champ. I've been listening the whole time, just in the gym working. Man down. I need my pick too, champ. That's what
I
BF
got you. I
said.
got you. I got you.
All right. We also have BF back up in this thing. Champ was supposed to take a pic with me and Arrow at the club, but we didn't get to take. Okay, what club was y'all in? Go ahead and do tell. What was y'all doing? What was y'all at? He done put it out there.
Don't
Yeah.
do it.
Let me find
Okay.
out y'all all in the city. Y'all all in the city.
That was a minute
All right.
ago. That was a
Okay.
minute ago.
That's okay, because what are we now? We're focused. We got
Oh
road
yeah.
work to attend to. That's right. So, okay, I'm still trying to pry because you said this summer, correct?
Summer for what?
Your next fight.
Now I'm fighting sometime in May.
Oh, that's the summer. Well, maybe at the end of spring, early summer. Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
in May. In May.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, Boxiana, what else did we have with the Twitter tea today?
I don't know. I forgot. Look, my brain is in the back with the Twitter team, but people are asking questions, and I'm trying to ask a question as they come in. So you got a fight coming up. I know we take everything to plan in motion. Is somebody walking you out with your ring walk, or do you have your music already picked out? We big on songs here.
We big on songs and we
I
big on
know.
outfits.
I know. Nah, I ain't got nobody walking me out. I ain't got no song yet either. I gotta go ahead and get that emotion. I gotta figure it out.
Okay.
Make sure you come in with something.
But the fit gonna be smooth. Whatever, the fit gonna be clean.
Okay. Because we gonna critique the fit. We gonna be looking at the fit, trying to see. Okay, all right. Now listen. How do you feel about? I saw something the other day, and I'm gonna need everybody in the chat, everybody who's in the chat. I'm gonna need y'all to do us a huge favor after the show. But Boxiana and I were looking at Twitter, and there is supposedly this show that Triller is coming out with, which is very ironic because there is a phrase in boxing that most boxers use or people around boxing, and is that you can't play boxing. You can play basketball, you can play football, but you can't play boxing. Well, Triller looks like they're going to have this show that's basically like American Idol for boxing. Fighting. Yeah. And so really it's like people are playing boxing. I'm nervous. I don't know if they're gonna have headgear or what. I would love to call these fights. Boxiana and I would love to be on the commentary of this foolishness. But what do you feel about that as a professional boxer? How do you feel about, say, the Jake Pauls of the world who kind of like parlaying and pimping boxing the way they are? How do you feel about that?
I mean, they got their platforms, that made it easy for them, for them to come into the boxing and, get, they already got pub before they came into boxing. So it's easy for them. People want to see them fight. It's like, it's weird. You'll have more people want to see like some guy who don't even really, not a real fighter fight. And, I don't know what excite them about that, but, I don't know. It's crazy that they're able to come in the game and do that, but hey, they got their platforms. Can't hate on them or nothing. They got their platforms and they using their platforms to their advantage.
Yeah. And see, that's how I feel. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it, but I can't hate it because it feels like we over here, real boxing fans, I say real boxing fans, we're not getting the fights that we want to see in a timely manner. I'll say that. And so these other folks are able to come and infiltrate because it's just entertainment. And the only reason why it's being able to happen is because the fights that we really want to see are not happening. So it's a double-edged sword. I'm not a fan of it, but it seems like that kind of thing is here to stay. I love some good comedy, and it looks like it's gonna be comical. So we shall.
It's crazy. It's crazy they're making a show though. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I saw the commercial for it, and it was like, you can't do American Idol with boxing, but that's what they are basically doing. So I think they would need some great boxing commentary, but comical at the same time. That's right in me and BOXIANA's wheelhouse. So we're gonna need y'all to go over on Trilla's Twitter.
Add y'all to the show.
Add us to the show. Give us an audition. That is our wheelhouse. That's what we need y'all to do over on Trilla. Go on Twitter and tag the show on Trilla. Do that for you girls. What else you got, BOXIANA?
Look, everybody's okay. Look, y'all covering other stuff outside of boxing. I'm still trying to cover in boxing. Miss Jackie wanted to know how you got the name Ghost.
So the year I fought Virgil, it was already like, so I had fought a guy named Abraham Nova my first year going to the Nationals.
You beat the shit out of him. I'm sorry.
And you seen that? Where y'all see that at?
I got my insight on everything. I got the insight on everything.
Yeah.
And when I told the people that you was coming on the show, I got the scoop. So my interview would be fantastic. You beat the shit out there, boy.
Yeah, I had like 12 fights going into the Nationals that year. I fought him the first fight. I fought I fought Nova the first fight. He was like ranked #1 in the country. I ain't know. I just went in, I'm just fighting. You know, I'm just fighting hard. I'm fighting hard. I ain't that technical, no nothing. I'm just fighting. I beat him, so when I beat him, everybody looking like, what this dude? Like the judge is looking at me. I'm like, why they looking at me like that? But they looking at me crazy. So after I beat him, everybody coming up to me like, you just beat Abraham Nova. He ranked #1, this and that. I'm like, okay. So after that, I started beating other guys. I came out of the blue, and then 2016, the lights. We was in Utah. We was in Utah, and the lights in the hotel they cut off. So when the lights in the hotel cut off, I was cutting weight the night before the finals. So I'm cutting weight, the lights cut off, everybody stopped working out. So I'm just in the dark. My trainers, they turn their little flashes on the phone. Mm-hmm. They turn their flashes on in the room we was in. So I'm still working out in the dark. I'm running around the room, or whatever, you see my shadows on the wall. And then just with me coming out of the blue in the box, and they like, you know what? Ghost. That's your name. Ghost. And that's how I got that Ghost.
I like. Okay. All right, Ghost. How do you like that name? Do you like it?
It's cool. I feel like it fit with my fighting style too.
Okay, you're elusive, so yeah, that fits. That fits. We have I Am Trill Will. He says salute to the champ and the queens. Keep them coming. Thank you, Ill Will. Thank you, MDK 251 Junior. Y'all know, even with these glasses, I be having trouble a little bit. Y'all don't. I'm sorry. Let's see who else we got. We got the Don. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for stopping through. And who else? I think that's it for right now. So, BOXIANA, what else you got for her?
I got like FOMO. You got time for these 4 more.
Go ahead.
Okay. So Calvin wants to know, what do you think about the upcoming black prospects that's in your division? Like, how do you feel about them?
I feel like a lot of these guys coming up is good. A lot of these guys, they good. You know, you saying in my division?
Mm-hmm.
It's hot. This 135 division is on fire. You know, it is really about, you know, making the fights that people want to see happen. But I feel like 135 is popping. And the more that these guys coming up, they come in, you know, they hungry. They trying to knock the older guys off and get where they at, you know. So it's wide open, and they good. You know, those young guys good.
Okay. BF says, I know Champ wants all the smoke, but what's the division he wants to conquer? And when he says conquer, I'm thinking he's meaning undisputed?
Everything. Honestly, I ain't never really thought about that for real. I ain't never really thought about like what specific division,
Mhm.
we could say my division I'm in right now.
Okay.
We could say 135.
Okay. BOXIANA, you got 3 more.
I feel like this is a whole lot of pressure because this is it's so much. Okay, so I saw something about a title shot. Y'all was just talking about a title shot. When do you feel like you're gonna be at? Do you feel like it's your time? Do you feel like 2022 is gonna be your year for your title, or you think beginning of next year?
This year.
This year.
This year.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think you'll actually get it, or you think you'll be ready for it?
I think I'll get it.
Oh.
I think you'll get it too.
Yeah, I think I'll get it.
Okay, Frank. So where is your, if you get the title fight, but any fight, what's the dream location for you? I know some fighters like fighting at home, some don't. Where would you like to have your dream location fight? Like, where would you want to fight the most? Be it Vegas, Dallas, Indiana, Detroit? Where would you want to be?
I kind of want to take like a fight back to the Midwest, to show, in the Midwest it ain't big at all on the fighting tip, on none of that, so it's like bringing it back. I kind of want to bring it to the Midwest and kind of blow the Midwest up, because there's so many young fighters out there that's trying to, make it out the Midwest, and it's hard because it ain't a lot of like resources, to be able to even, unless you move or like it ain't a lot of resources. So I kind of want to take it to the Midwest. So all my people, I'm Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, Detroit. So like I want to take it to the Midwest.
I forgot to address you like they do in Detroit. What up, though? Is that y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I had forgot. My bad. Sorry. Mm-hmm. So listen, we're not gonna hold you, Frank. BOXIANA, if you don't have anything else, we're gonna let this young man get prepared.
I think I done ran them all down, but I will say this: you have to come here now because you didn't came.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it here. I'm gonna do it here too.
You definitely Skippy, because this one cool as shit.
This fight right here, this fight I got coming up, it might be here. I'm still waiting on all the details and stuff, but it might be here
in Dallas.
Yeah. I'm just waiting on all the details.
Excellent. We'll be there. Let us know. Anytime you're in Dallas, we'll be there. Anytime you're fighting in Dallas, we'll be there. Hopefully, we'll see you somewhere on the 16th. We'll be in the house. I'm sure you will be too.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
I have one more question before I let you out of here, and it's a good one.
Come on.
I'm sure, I know you've seen these two brothers in action. You may have been privy to these two brothers sparring each other, but there has been some sizzle about a potential matchup if Mr. Spence moves up to 154 with another brother from Texas down here in Houston, Mr. Charlo. How do you see that fight playing out? I ain't gonna ask you to pick a winner. I'm gonna just ask you how you see the fight going.
How I see that fight going? I see it. I see it being like, not, I wouldn't say awkward. You know what I mean? Because they didn't been in the gym and trained together and stuff. They didn't spar, but I see that. I see that fight. I see that fight being a good fight. I feel like style wise, I feel E is more technical.
Okay.
I feel he a technician. He technical. Everything he do, he sharp. Jermell, he got athleticism. He got power. He could stop, plant, and hit you with some shots. But when it comes to the fundamentals, I think Arrow got that edge on that.
Okay. All right.
You done made so many folks mad with that answer. Oh, they finna be told up.
They not gonna be mad. He did not pick. He did not pick.
He didn't pick. But Arrow got a whole lot of haters, and they like to come show their haterisms in the areas.
Man,
So,
look, this the thing, right? I don't understand that. I don't understand, like, I don't get that. I don't see why he got so many like people who hate on him. You know what I mean? And he don't talk about nobody. He be chill. He train hard. You know what I mean? He do what he's supposed to do. But that's what happened though. You know what I mean? Like he ain't if he was vocal, if he was like
people hate
anybody said something and he was on them, like people wouldn't do that. You know, they'd approach him in a whole different way. But he's so chill. People don't even like that. He's so chill. It might bother people that he's so chill, you know, and he unbothered by all that.
That's the key word. He's so completely unbothered by most of that foolishness that it bothers them that he is unbothered. They get really mad because he doesn't give them an inch as to what he's thinking. And that bothers people. People will hate you because other people love you and you haven't done anything to them, which is so messed up because you don't have no control over that. But, you know, screw them people. Screw them people. BFTV says he's picking man down. That's who he's picking. And Stephen L. the Mac says, me too, BF. Me too. Yeah. And Lanika J, she's saying EJ as well. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going to say.
What's going on? What's going on?
What you saying, B? What you saying, BOXIANA? What you
I
saying?
didn't even. My mic was
BOXIANA,
muted. Look at y'all picking on me. Y'all picking on me. Y'all gonna pick on me? That's cool. I'm gonna go. No, y'all know You know how I feel about EJ. I'm going ride or die. Mega Mel,
sure.
You know what I mean? It is what it is on this side. I'm gonna ride with EJ. Don't be trying. Look at y'all. I can't believe y'all team up on me the way y'all did. Y'all.
Brother tuned in on that smirk, so he's trying to see what you was trying to say.
Y'all, I'm offended.
Miami says, Queens, y'all know that how Frank was a natural interview, but give yourselves credit too, because y'all are natural interviewers.
Sure.
Great work and salute to Frank. Thank you, Miami. We appreciate that. And KO, shout out to Funky Town, Texas. LDBC man down. Yes, come on, Fort Worth. We see you. And Writing Yogi, you just made a fan ghost. Great interview. See, look at you making fans and whatnot. All right, so listen. BOXIANA did for real. We're going to let you go because we want you to go get your road work.
Look, I think we all finna go at this point. Frank, look. You can give your closing words to the people, Frank. Then I'll give my closing words, and then Nik, you can shut the people down with whatever you gonna shut them down with. Go ahead, Frank.
Tell the people what you want them to know, and tell them where they can find you too.
Yeah,
y'all can find me. I just made a Twitter. I don't be on Twitter or none of that. I post up on my story. I might post a picture here and there, but y'all can follow me on Instagram at Frank Martin 2016. And on Twitter at the ghost _ 2016. And that's really it.
Frank,
I appreciate y'all.
Y'all can find him on
Instagram. Yeah, we're gonna have to find
Martin.2016, y'all, because he just messed that all up. Frank Martin.2016 is the Instagram. Okay.
Now, anything else you want to tell the people?
Yeah. Appreciate everybody, man. Y'all tuning in to the channel. I appreciate y'all ladies for having me too. I enjoyed the interview. Y'all made it smooth, like my man said. You know, y'all gotta take my hat off to y'all too for making the interview so smooth.
We appreciate you coming through. We really do. You have no idea. We are a very small little mom and pop show channel, and we are very honored to have you here tonight. So thank you so much for coming through. BOXIANA, what you have for the people?
Frank, thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to come hang out with us. This is what we do. We have fun. You are welcome here anytime you want to show up here. Just let one of us know, hey, I'm going to come through and kick it with y'all because I'm bored. We here for you. We had a great time. Thank you. You made a shitload of fans today because these people is really in here tonight. So thank you for coming. Thank all y'all for showing up to come show up for Frank. We really appreciate, as usual, y'all showing out. We'll see y'all on Sunday and then again on Friday.
Yes. we have a few more super chats. Brittany Jones, thank you so much. Great interview, Nik. That puff is puffing, girl. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Stephen L. the Mac, one time. It's the Midwest swang. Okay. Well, listen, y'all. This has been an excellent show. Thank y'all so much for coming on a Thursday. We know we switched it up on y'all at the last minute, but we really appreciate you guys coming through. We will be back on Sunday on the Fight Party. Back here again next Friday to do it all over again. And who knows, y'all, we might have another treat. We started this out, Frank. This was our first month of like doing interviews. And so we were calling it March Madness. Speaking of which, my team is winning right now. Okay, anyway. And so we started this calling it March Madness. So you are actually rounding out the month. And so we really, really do thank you for coming. And that's it, guys. Thank y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
All right, now, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.